Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. Welcome to the Black and Orange Tarot and Astrology channel. I'm here 365 days of the year to get my hair caught on my on my headband. Oh well. I'm here 365 days of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. So just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. Okay, that just fell apart. All right, hang on. Just put your questions in the chat before I come on. And I just read on the collective energy to see what I can pick up on. No one who does this is 100% accurate, and that's not what I'm going for. I'm reading on the collective energy. For me, it's a spiritual practice. And thank you. And no one who does this is 100% accurate, and that's okay, because we're reading on the collective energy. And sorry, I came on and it just all fell apart. Thank you, Bert. Thank you. All right, try this again. But I read on the collective energy, which is something we can all do. Some people may have more experience with it or whatnot, but it's something we can all do. Thank you, Greta. Thank you, everybody. All right, here we go. And 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. And it's just interesting the information we can get on the collective energy. So, okay. And I don't usually do headbands because they crush my skull. I have a big old melon. Anyway, but yeah, New Year's crown. All right. And 10%. Okay, 10% of my income goes to Feeding America. We have excellent troll slayers. We have an excellent community because of you. Thank you. And if you're watching this on replay, I am so sorry. Hi, you can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed out there, and I timestamp them as I go. So you can pick and choose from what you're interested in. Alrighty, there's also a giveaway today, just a freebie thing. The link is, believe it, it's actually just a Dropbox link for right now. I believe it's pinned in the chat, but it's definitely in the description box. It just says freebie for today. This 2023 astrological calendar that I made for you. And it's just 2 pages. This is just a legend to explain, because there are a couple of places where it's just symbols. So it explains what the symbols are. And let me get my clipboard. And then we're going to talk a little bit, not much, but we're going to talk a little bit about this coming year. All right. So there's that to hopefully help you get a better sense of what's coming. Renier, 2001: A Space Odyssey. My God, it's full of stars. Do, 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 do. That's different. Okay. Yes, Glimber, we are all made of stars. Oh, wait. Cosmic Goat Lady says, I paused my barn cleaning just to be with you all. Oh, thank you. All right. And Patty just said 2 prominent figures have passed. Usually it occurs in 3s. Will the next one be political or a TV personality? I'm afraid we've been losing people left, right, and center here in the last few weeks. So it hasn't come in 3s. It's come in like a dozen. So I'm sorry to say, but anyway. All right. Just having a quick look at the questions. like 10, 11, and 12 are about 2023. So let's wait on the astrology thing until I go through the regular political questions. So, all right. And this is my favorite format for my calendar. It's the entire year on one page without any gaps between the months. It just the lines, just a thicker line between the months. And I find this so much easier to plan out my year and stuff like that. So I just find this useful. I use this in various forms through all kind of planning and what have you. And for first quarter, second, third, and fourth, I actually will just cut off lines from here down for the first quarter, and I'll expand this out to show the first 3 months and use that. It's just easier. I just really like this format. Okay, but let's do some readings, and let's not shuffle cards on top of the clipboard. That would be very loud, very, very loud. All right. To all those lurking quietly in the background, hi, bonjour, happy new year. You got this virtual hug from Elise. Very sweet. Okay. Flora, good morning from 2023 in Australia. May the new year bring lots of love and light to all of you. Absolutely, Flora. Happy New Year. Okay, so at 7 minutes in, we've got 3 Trump questions, or Trump-related questions. So, even though, and again, we'll do the 2023 stuff toward the end. Even though Trump said he'd closed it, as he ethically should have, Trump maintained a Chinese bank account throughout the bulk of his presidency. Who's surprised? Hands up if you're shocked. Phil Ray says the astrology calendar looks great. Oh, good. Good. All right. Was he doing anything illegal or unethical? Was Trump doing anything illegal or unethical with his open Chinese bank account that we didn't know about all through his presidency? And by the way, during the pandemic that he blamed on China and said they did it on purpose, which would make it the greatest single attack on America in American history, and he would be responsible. He was in charge during that, and he did nearly nothing. He then proceeded to sell them the one of, if not the largest bulk of food, pork, corn, what have you, to China after that. But no, I'm sure his bank account had nothing to do with it. Kelly says, need you ask? I know. Oh my God, I don't know. Renier, I just said Benedict too. I knew he was sick. Part of my brain was just like, please tell me that's not Benedict Cumberbatch. He's so talented. And I love his like audiobooks and stuff. It's like, please tell me we're not losing Benedict Cumberbatch. There's some people out there with really good voices that I love listening to audiobooks and things while I'm cleaning or whatever. And anyway, all right, Trump. It's practically 10 minutes in now. All right, let's take pity on the people who are watching on replay. Well, because I was talking so much. All right, so even though he said he'd closed it, as he ethically should have, Trump maintained a Chinese bank account throughout the bulk of his presidency. Was he doing anything illegal or unethical with it? Everything he did, as Joyce Vance said so eloquently, everywhere Trump goes becomes a crime scene. His actions. King of Wands. Orange Swan. Duh. I know, but will something come of this? Is it bad? What will happen? Anyway. Janice says, yes, Cumberbatch, Hiddleston, and Henry Cavill have incredible narration voices. Absolutely. I mean, I had no interest in High Rise as a story, but I've listened to the audiobook like at least twice. It's just great voices. Anyway, Ace of Swords. Ignore me. Sorry, didn't mean to drop that. Ace of Swords, so that's the truth. Justice. Eight of Pentacles. Empress. Queen of Cups. Oh, you kitty. Oh, she's sweetness. Oh, she's sweetness. Sorry. Just okay. This would be a big old legal problem for work he was doing. And this is American Democrats doing something about it. I'm confused. Is it just laws passed against future presidents doing this kind of thing? Or is it... I need some more information here. Valerie, I'm with you. Drop the hammer, please. Metaphorically only, but... Joanne says it's already 2023 here in the future in Western Australia. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year. Is it a good year so far? Kelly says, please, Americans, tighten up presidential requirements. We're trying. We're trying. Trust me. It's not that we don't want to. Believe me. The majority of us are pulling our hair out and have been for years now. Yeah, you were supposed to close that thing, but he's just, nah. That's how it's done. Those are the just refusal. It's a card of refusal. Three of Swords, Queen of Cups, 10 of Wands, Knight of Cups, Two of Cups. This is legal heartache. And again, I've got this Queen of Cups here as a burden of all the garbage he did. And Knight's coming after him and partnership here. I don't know about China specifically, but there's stuff here. Trump's got trouble moving toward him. There is, if it's Letitia James or it's Fonnie Willis or it's Jack Smith or it's any other number of people. He's done a lot and he's going to be held accountable for it. And the thing in China, it's going to look ugly when more details come out about it. What that feels like. So I don't know that the thing in China is going to be the next big thing that's going to hit, but there's a lot that's going to hit, but it feels pretty ugly. It's not. This does not feel benign. Was the account in China just a normal benign? I know. Just Flora says 2.5 hours into 2023. It's been good so far. Excellent. Yes, Holly, Ivanka's Chinese patents. Mm-hmm. Queen of Wands. Yeah, so it's not just him. It's the family. The Grift Co family. Strength. 9 of Cups. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, stuff that Ivanka was given. This is the Merchant card. Sitting pretty. It's not going to look good in the end. Mrs. Katura, thank you. A small token for you. Oh, no, that's wonderful. It's not small. Thank you. Thank you. Makes a big difference. Yeah, I'm not getting like thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening. I don't know what it's not like a big thing, but it's yeah. It's not massive right now, but it's still ugly, and it's going to look uglier the more we find out about it. So, okay. Also, I don't know what's going on, but every time normally I have my protein shake and my coffee, and then I do my live stream, and then I have lunch, but my stomach's been growling during this live stream, which is odd. So I have a little protein bar over here because it doesn't make a noise when I eat because it's soft. So I might have to grab a piece of that. All right. So, okay. Yeah, I'm going to need this because the acid in my stomach is kind of shot up over this next question. And it might be a wee bit upsetting to you as well. Mark Meadows. Thank you, Mel. Thank you. This, I warn you now, this may mess with your blood pressure. Mark Meadows voted in one state and says he forgot he voted in another state, absentee ballot. It just slipped his mind, which is infuriating. Well, North Carolina has decided they're not going to press any charges. You voted twice in the same election, but no. Rich and the powerful aren't held accountable for anything. Mm-hmm. CC Ryder's asking, not even a fine? Exactly. Marby, thank you so much. Thank you. Really? Really? So Mark Meadows just going to skate for voting twice. Why not? Isn't he facing federal charges? I don't know. Please tell me he is. Joanne Smith says they should use them on the do not vote twice posters. Mm-hmm. Four of Pentacles. Well, that's not a card of strength. That's a card of he's struggling. Good. Kathy Delisle says that's the least of his worries. Okay. Tower. Queen of Wands. Knight of Cups. Six of Cups. Six of Wands. Yeah, this is January 6th. This is all January 6th energy. He's got problems. Not says not for this, but for other stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is all. And now he's out of office, out of power. Yeah, he's got other worries and other things to worry about. But really, Mark Meadows. Yeah, Polly wanted gives vote often new meaning. Vote early, vote often. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you're only supposed to have the one vote. Five of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. He's sitting pretty. Oops. North Carolina, was it? Yes. You should be ashamed of yourself. I don't often wish shame on anybody because I was raised Catholic. There's enough of that in the world. Oh, but no, this, you should be ashamed of yourself. They said, well, we don't know if we have enough to convict. You have the votes. That's all you need. Jeez. Ellen, I'm with you. Does no one besides us notice that Republicans are always screaming about voter fraud, and the only time we hear about someone actually voting fraudulently, it's a Republican? Pretty much. Pretty much. Wow. Okay. And I forgot to write down what time I started reading on that. Okay, actually, this is another question. It's different. It's different but related. So at 24 minutes in. The worry is that, is this a prelude to what we can expect from Jack Smith and what have you? Oh, thank you, Patty D. Thank you. Is Jack Smith going to turn out to just be like these others? All what is it? All hat and no cattle? All Thank you, everybody. Jack Smith, will you be the exception? Far-right victory. We're sick of seeing far-right victories. Although, remember, The president is Joe Biden. President's Joe Biden. And Hanged Man. They're not. They don't control the Senate. They don't control the presidency. They were supposed to shellac Democrats in this last election, and lo and behold. Mm-hmm. All right, he's already got a lot of evidence, and he's got enough evidence to metaphorically string some people up by their heels. And he is going to cut straight through all of the chaff. Good. All right, that's good. You know, by now, we believe it when we see it. Trust is consistent behavior over time. So, but he's all over it. That's what it does feel like. So, Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's very sweet. Beast Mrs., have you given Autumn a thumbs up for her august service every day in 2022? Please do. Thank you. Thank you, Flora. Thank you. Those are so sweet. 3 years. 3 years I've been here. All but for one emergency in April of 2020. Other than that, I've been here every single day. It's for 3 solid years. So here I am. All right. Maggie had a question. 27 minutes in. Will we have a day next year when we don't hear the word Trump? Honestly, Maggie, I am hoping we don't. I'm hoping we don't have a day. I would be very happy if every day was Trump is being indicted for this. Trump's trial starts today. Trump's trial on this starts today. Trump's trial on that starts today. Trump has been convicted of this. Trump has been convicted of that. He's been convicted in a box. He's been convicted with a fox. He's been convicted both here and there. He's been convicted quite everywhere. Kathy Delisle, perfect attendance. That was me. It was like that at work too. My other jobs. It's rare for me to not be there. Yep. Next year, we have a day where we don't hear about Trump. The sun. All the light shining in. Empress, that's America. Thank you. Why not? Thank you. It's huge. Thank you. America, the plan. Oh, the tower. Oh, the emperor, king of cups. And Trump, you are a loser because Biden's president. True, Mel Broussard, sunlight is the best disinfectant, unless you have COVID. Shine a light. Don't drink bleach. That's stupid. Is it Aline? Aline? It's a beautiful name. Can I have an indictment calendar? Oh, I would love to make an indictment calendar. If we start getting enough legal stuff going on, I will make you a calendar. Happily. He's got big trouble coming. Because you are not the emperor and Joe Biden's president. Presidents are not kings, and plaintiff is not president. So, Kathy Rollins, thank you. $20.23. Thank you. Here's to another year of having autumn in our lives. All blessed. Thank you. Thank you. 2023. Oh. SP Third Eye saying we may need a week-by-week trial schedule. I will be so happy to make that calendar for you. Please. Oh, please. Okay. 30. We're moving on to 30-40. 30-45. Here we go. Okay. Steve Scalise was apparently voted in as House Majority Leader, but not Speaker, on November 15th. Actually, I don't know why this is in here. That's understandable. So let's just ask, is Scalise going to become Speaker? I don't think so, but Mel Broussard, indictment bingo under the I for indictment. Yes, but there's I for insurrection. So, right. Mel, Scalise is currently number 2 in House leadership. Right. But if enough people don't want McCarthy, I just, there's a question about him here, but I don't, it's not a good, anyway. Steve Scalise, who should never have been shot. I do not wish that on anybody. And I am so sorry from the universe that happened to him. And that was wrong. It's terrible that he was hurt. And no one should be hurt in politics. No one. 10 of Swords. Steve Scalise energy. Man. Brutal. Page of Swords, Justice, Page of Pentacles. That would be a no. So anybody who's part of the, what do you call the pool for who's going to be House Speaker, I wouldn't bet on Scalise. So Hilda says no ill will or death on anyone. Thank you. Exactly. All right. This lipstick is bugging me, but I'm just going to have to suck it up. No, I'm going to be right back. It's driving me crazy. So I'm going to, 1 second. No, that's not the right thing. Okay, there we go. That's much better. It may not seem like a big deal to you, but man, it's hard to do readings, and it's hard to keep the chat going and concentrating and all of that when your lipstick is dried and it's just bugging you, you know? Makes a big difference. Thank you for your patience with me. Kitty number 2, please, says Kelly. All right, now I'm curious because I haven't looked at this in a while. Hang on. See, I like the one on the far end myself. That's my favorite. Hang on. I like 2 is adorable, but it's this one on this end here. She's kind of tired. She's a little tired, Katie. All right. So, moving on. So many cats. Yep. Crazy cat lady. Hi. 36 minutes in. Oh boy. Scalise announced that the House GOP planned to hit the ground running by tackling all kind of stuff starting next week. Oh, look. It's a devil card. Appropriate. All right. How bad is it going to get for the American people? Because the good news is they don't control the Senate, and Joe Biden isn't going to sign any of this. But they're going to be tackling IRS funding, energy production, immigration, crime, and abortion. Because of course they are. Of course they are. So, Republicans. How bad is it going to get for us, the American people, with Republicans in control of the House? Kathy Rollins says it's just going to be a clown show. All right. This tower, they want to take down Democrats, but it doesn't feel that way. And we know that there are some legal things headed towards some Republicans. He's snoring. Couldn't figure out what that noise was. Little tiny kitty snores. Oh boy. I've got a death card. I've got the 8 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. They're going to do all of their garbage. Working, being aggressive, a bunch of chaff and lies. But this is hanging over them. Legal stuff related to January 6th. Mm-hmm. Hi. Hello, Death. How's it going? You wouldn't happen to be a legal comeuppance from January 6th? That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Can we do that? And they're just going along, and then suddenly the wheel of fortune turns. As the wheel turns. So let them blather. Let them shout into the void. All right. Well, what about their shouting into the void? Oh, and the White House, lead counsel at the White House has already said something about, oh, by the way, all that stuff you sent over for you want to see this and you want to see that. And yeah, we're going to restart at 0 with the new session. So you'll have to resubmit all that stuff to us, which is exactly what the White House did. Exactly the kind of stuff the White House did under Trump. And the Republicans are all upset, talking about the hypocrisy. Hypocrisy? You did it. So why shouldn't we? You set the precedent. So apparently, Republicans may find it a little more difficult to get the records that they're after. Big Steph says they're obsessed with that laptop. There's no laptop. But I really think there are enough sane Republicans to block a full Benghazi. Yes, I'm an optimist. They're going to try. But there's no chain of custody. There's no laptop. Where's the there are copies of hard drives, maybe, that there's no laptop. You can't take it into any court. You can't, but they cannot take it into any court. You have zero chain of custody. You have zero original material. Fruit of the poison tree. Prove to me this isn't Russian planted information. You can't prove it's real. You can't prove it's not. So the Republicans can do this all they want. Garbage. Is it Sina? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You all have such beautiful names. Anyway, fruits of labor, they think. And let me tell you, the enthusiasm pouring off of Marjorie Trader Green is epic. She thinks she is all of her dreams are going to come true, and she is going to be able to talk to everybody's manager and get everybody fired and bully everybody and shout them down and humiliate them, which is what she wants to do. She's actually not in it for the power, the money. Her number one, it feels very much like her number one priority is humiliating other people, making them feel terrible, ruining their lives. She is heinous. She is a heinous human being. Star, Hanged Man, Temperance, Page of Cups, Three of Pentacles. Ooh, no, it's not going to be as easy as they think. They think they've got all of this sorted out. We're going to have our star witnesses. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. What do you mean there's a delay? What do you mean? You're underestimating the Democrats. So they'll try something else or try something else. Good luck. It's not going to be that easy. It's not going to be that easy. Yes, Mel Broussard. Blah, blah, blah. Hunter Biden. Blah, blah. Natter. Blah, blah. But his laptop. Blah, blah, blah. I love that. Okay. All right. At 43, 45. All right. 43, 45. In regards to IRS funding, are they going to try to gut the funds recently given to the IRS? I don't know if they can do that. I would imagine it's going forward that would be a problem. IRS funding. Nine of Swords. See, the thing is that it costs a lot more to audit the taxes of the super rich. However, ultimately, wouldn't it be a little bit more cost effective when you find problems? Wouldn't the IRS take in a lot more money with? So, in Republicans, they're going to be a lot of people throwing money at the Republicans a lot of rich people throwing money at Republicans, like, stop the IRS, stop the IRS, stop the IRS. People who are very, very much afraid. Trump does not exist in a vacuum of bad business and tax. He does not live in a vacuum of tax fraud. Let's put it that way. Two of Swords, Hermit, Emperor, Nine of Cups, Three of Cups. So this has already happened. The Democrats already got Trump's taxes, and they got them released to the public. And there will be more coming out about that as people have time to go through, and the IRS really is able to dig, assuming they can get the paperwork that they need, which there's nothing to stop them. And a court could say to Griftco, hey, turn it over. They wouldn't have a choice. Oh, Trump. You thought you were so clever? No. Betty says, far from the only one of the rich cheating on his taxes. Yeah. Oh, Maria. I'm so sorry. Just thinking about these things coming gives me a headache. Oh, no. There's good stuff coming this year too. There's good stuff coming this year too. So there are good days ahead. There are. I know I say it all the time, but it's true. And Joe Biden's president, not Trump. And these jerks, they don't control the Senate. I'm not entirely convinced they're going to control the House for the full 2 years. Really. Okay. At 47:30. 47:30. Roe has already been overturned. Will the House attempt to codify a federal ban? Will they try? Probably, but they're going to try their best to impeach Joe Biden. But that's the other thing, though. That's the other thing, too. If they try to impeach Joe Biden and they just keep trying, then everything else comes to a standstill, including the stuff they're trying to do. Now, this is about Roe. Oh, they're going to try all kinds of stuff. Surprise. Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, 7 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. It's just one of the many things they're trying. It just feels like all of this stuff. They're just far right stuff. But it doesn't go anywhere. Stacey Ryder, that was the microphone. Stacey Ryder says the GOP currently has a 9-seat majority in the House. If we can get rid of Santos, there'll be a special election. Maybe Dems will retake the seat, maybe. Then we have that we just need 8 other seats to go. And with the DOJ, looking so closely at January 6th and who was involved. Barbara says, what's your thinking of impeaching Biden? Revenge, bullying, their lies about his son. Look, Hunter Biden is no prize. I'm sorry, he just isn't. I'm glad he's a recovering addict, but not exactly most eligible bachelor. Let's put it that way. But that doesn't mean his father was involved in Hunter's lifestyle. All right. Oh boy. All right. And the last question, tarot question I have before we get into more of the astrology in the coming year, which I'm going to try very hard. I'm not going to be talking over people's heads. I want to make it as simple as possible so people can understand. But the last question here is, how cruel are the GOP trying to get in regard to immigration? Will they follow the Abbott and DeSantis blueprint of nastiness? I think that's kind of a given. Betty said he did what druggies do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh no, there is one more question. Huh. Okay. The GOP, how cruel. It just feels like 3 cards. Judgment. Horrible. 3 of Swords. Star. They're heinous, but they can't get their stuff passed. But are they going to be loud and obnoxious and terrible? Yes. I don't think there's much here that we didn't expect, so. Wanda says, I don't understand what the difference is between Hunter and Don Jr. Both are addicts, but the Republicans can't see it. Jr. is, entertainment on the YouTube. I would guess that Junior's for now is more high functioning. But anyone who thinks there's not something going on there, I don't know, it seems pretty obvious. Yeah, Don Jr.'s not nice either. Oh no, he's heinous. He and his fiance are heinous. Kelly says, Hunter's a hottie. Note to self, no more bad boys, no more bad boys. Yep. All right. At 54, let's say 54 is the last tarot question. Belle Ray was asking, the Seattle Twitter office is closing. Isn't that their main office? Anyway, the Seattle Twitter office is closing due to millions owed in back rent and services. The 257 employees received termination letters in November for January 4th. Why is Elon Musk closing the offices? Oh, maybe it isn't their main office. I don't know where their main office is, I'll be honest. He's all about trying to save his own financial house from total ruin. His own stupid. It's like human stock photo, evil mannequin Jared buying 666 Fifth Avenue. It was like one of the worst deals ever. And then he was just desperate because it was going to bring down the entire company. And his entire entire future. Holly Francis, San Francisco. Thank you. Lucky girl, absolutely. And I'll be mentioning that too. Elon Musk so all he can do is try to cut costs and raise revenue. Only he can't, because there are all kinds of advertising for Twitter disappeared. And as far as costs go, they're basics that he's what, going to try to get 5 people in a basement somewhere to run all of Twitter? For all the Elon Musk, he's a spoiled rich kid. He's not as bright as he thinks he is. He's not as special as he thinks he is. And he made a terrible decision. And he's going to have to pay the consequences. The problem is he's making everybody else pay the consequences with him. Kathy Delisle, and he wants them to work for free. Of course he does. Oh, and Corrado. Yes. Yes, the Twitter main office is in San Francisco. They're selling tons of office equipment and furniture. I work 3 blocks away. Oh, goodness. Okay. King of Pentacles. Yes, Mr. Big Businessman. Woo. The 3 of Pentacles. All right. How many kids does he have? Doesn't Elon Musk have, like, isn't it something crazy? Like 10 kids by 6 women or something? I can't remember. Anyway. Thomas says, all our mommies told us we are special. And when you're talking about that kind of thing, we are. Every one of us is special. Every one of us is precious. Every one of us is a Fabergé egg, and they're all precious. But that means I'm special. That means you're special. That means everyone is special in their own way, and it's great. It doesn't mean somebody's better than somebody else. No. 10 to 12, says Jeanette. Browan says 12. Kelly says around 10. Lana says Elon Musk has 10 children from 3 wives. Chris Wicken says Musk has 8 kids. He has a lot. You know what kids really need? Love. Your time. This is someone who it's all selfishness. I know. Trust me. Look, I'm divorced, and that's hard for me to say, but it's true. I'm divorced, and I understand marriages can break down. I totally get that. But just person, have a kid here, have a kid there, have a kid over there, have another one over there. Oh, well. I'm going to go be a billionaire. Why don't you be a father? Why don't you be a decent human being? Why don't you take responsibility for what you have, what you've done? Why don't you think about somebody other than yourself? He's got stupid plans. They're terrible because he's not thinking about people. This isn't the 80s. There is no appetite in the public for I'm going to get mine, money above all things. No, that was Pluto and Scorpio. That's when it's all about the power. That was back then. We're in Pluto and Capricorn going into Pluto and Aquarius, and especially under Pluto and Aquarius, rude hand gesture toward Elon Musk. He still thinks he's going to work his way out of this because it's about him, spoiled little boy. I get this card for Jared as well, Jared Kushner. Spoiled little boy, spoiled little rich boy. He's vile. Thank you, Mara. Thank you. Thank you. Anne says Musk has 10 kids, 2 ex-wives, one married him twice, many other women. Grimes had 2 babies. Yeah. Oh, Valerie, thank you. Happy New Year. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. All right. Let me briefly just, let's have a quick look at the printout. Link is in the description box to this PDF. And I think I'm in StreamYard, so I can't see the main actual YouTube page. It should be linked at the top of the, chat. Also, I have 4 live streams today. Well, assuming I was invited to the one this evening. I hope I was. Let's see. Let me check my inbox. Then again, I have so many email. Which one is it? Nope, it's not that one. That one. Okay, let's see. And oops. Well, so far I haven't been invited to the live stream this evening. Maybe, I don't know. Johnny and I are pretty good. I thought we were in good shape. He came on my channel recently, so maybe he just hasn't sent out the invitations yet. But anyway, I've got 4 live streams today in theory. I know I've got at least 3. I've got this one here, and then the creative sprints are from 3:30 to 6 p.m. Here in Chicago, 3:30 to 6, and on the Creative Sprints channel. And then this evening is Patreon. The monthly Patreon Tarot Social is this evening. It's actually going to be a little bit more astrology because we're going to be looking at this kind of thing more in depth and what it means. Computer, my phone's just talking to me randomly, and then that's from 8 to 10 p.m. Chicago time this evening, and then hopefully I will be on the fundraiser after that on Johnny's channel, Tarot's Apprentice. But anyway, by that point I'll probably be tired anyways. It's like, okay. Anyway, Johnny's fundraiser, yes. Last I heard, he was raising money. The fundraiser is going to be for St. Jude's Children's Hospital, which is fantastic. So yes, thank you, lucky girl. Johnny's doing a fundraiser live stream tonight for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Starts at 10 p.m. Central. Well, that'd be perfect for me. Here's the link. Thank you. Well, I will definitely, contribute anything I can. Stephanie says, "Of course you're invited." Well, I do not assume. But anyway, all right. To give you the upshot, this is 2023. This is all of 2023 on one page. It's kind of hard to see with because it's catching the light weirdly. I tried to use I tried to write out words rather than using symbols where I could, but the symbols are all on page 2. And there are a bunch of symbols there I didn't use. These are just all the symbols. Those are the astrological signs, the planets, the aspects, that kind of thing. The big one, everything in yellow, these are the Mercury retrogrades. So things may get a little hairy with communication and transportation and things like that. Since, well, that's really Gemini, but Mercury rules Gemini. Mostly communication. So during the yellow, and the last one of the year is going to be right over Christmas. It starts like December 13th. Yes, December 13th. Mercury goes retrograde. So, oh yeah, Christmas might be a little, communication at Christmas might go a little haywire. The main thing coming up this year is in March. March is going to be a big deal. And this is the one thing I want to say, I want you to know before I go. March is a big deal because on March 23rd, Pluto's going into Aquarius. This is the biggest astrological thing happening this decade. Seriously. And that same month, we've got all kinds of stuff changing signs. Saturn's moving into Pisces, Mars is moving into Cancer, Pluto's moving into Aquarius. And at the middle of May, Jupiter's moving into Taurus. These are the outer, well, Mars is not, but the outer planets from when the outer planets move into new signs, it affects all of us. The inner planets are considered more like personal planets. They move a lot faster, obviously, but also they tend to just affect us on a personal level more. But outer planets move so slowly that when they come into aspect with each other, way out there, or they change signs, it affects all of us. And this is a whole bunch of planets changing signs within a pretty short span of time. I mean, like from here to here. So there are going to be big shifts, and the signs they're moving into, Pluto being moving into Aquarius, of course, and I'm trying to think. Yeah. We've talked a lot about Pluto and Aquarius. Major events, yes. Sweet and Salty says the nodes are changing too. Yes, that's on here. That's happening July 17th. The North Node is a mathematical point, but we've talked about the nodes here on the channel too. The nodes are kind of your work order in this life. What am I here to do? Well, look where what sign your North Node is in, and kind of what are things related to that sign. That's usually the kind of direction you're supposed to be going in. I've got an Aquarius North Node. I'm supposed to be doing humanitarian, working with technology. Hello. Helping, giving equally to everyone. There's a lot of good stuff in Aquarius. And the more I move in that direction, it's not easy for me. There's always a learning curve. But the universe ends up kind of being supportive of me doing those kinds of things. And when the nodes in the sky currently, when the node in the sky changes signs, which it doesn't actually do that often, as a whole, we all need to go for the kind of our own focus kind of shifts a little bit. So and then July 17th, North Node is going into Aries, first sign of the zodiac, the sign of, your first breath you take, and you breathe in, and then you cry out, I am here, I exist, the soldier. Mars rules Aries, both are named for the god of war. The soldier's the person who takes action. It's the first cardinal sign, which is let's do the thing. So I am, yes, and so that's that's the overall, there's going to be some more energy of that for us all to deal with. And with Pluto and Aquarius already by that point, some of the other planets that look like with Pisces and Cancer, some water signs, so there will be some emotion, some emotional nature out there, although one of those planets is Pisces. Sorry, one of those planets is Saturn. Saturn's the wet blanket. Moving into Pisces. So there's going to be a lot of emotion swirling around. Even, how do I put this? It doesn't mean the whole world's going to be emotional. Aquarius by nature traditionally is not emotional. Pluto and Aquarius. Aquarius is not traditionally emotional. But there's going to be so much change. So do keep that in mind, that this coming year, especially kind of March, May, of course down here in July, but this area right through here is going to be a big deal astrologically for the decade. All right. So there will be shifts. We'll talk more in detail as things happen, because I'm here every day. And we'll go through as the things happen and talk about how to deal with the shifting energy. All right. But it can also just help to know what's going on. Give you a heads up for what's coming. All right. So it is 1:32 p.m. here in Chicago. That's going to do it for me. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. I hope that this is your best year ever. And I wish you all the best. So you're not alone. We are in this together, and there are good days ahead. So take care, and I will see you tomorrow. Actually, if you're a patron, I'll see you this evening at 8 o'clock. If you do creative work, any creative work, come on by the Creative Sprints at 3:30 p.m. Chicago time. And don't forget Johnny's money live stream to fundraiser to raise money for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital this evening, starting at 10 p.m. Central Time. All right, take care. See you later, or I'll see you tomorrow.